Now let's look at rational exponents. A rational number is any number that can be written and we're looking at exponents in this regard. So rational numbers can, and the definition is this. It's going to be n is in the checkmark part of a to the m, or n is still in the checkmark part and it's a to the m. Now Edmentum mostly deals with the first situation. I like the second definition because oftentimes I do not need to use a calculator to figure this one out this way. But let's just look at the parts here of this problem. The base, a, becomes a radicand. And a radicand is the number or the variable underneath the radical, underneath the square root or whatever root we're taking. The numerator, it's an exponent still, either a to the m, it's the power on the a, or m is the power on the entire problem. And the denominator becomes the index. That, once again, for new vocabulary for you, is that number in the checkmark part of the radical. It tells us what. It says, express each of the following using rational exponents. Well, if we rewrite this here, because it's already in this format, notice first of all that the exponent on the 26 isn't written, so it's a 1. So what's going to happen is this is going to convert to 26, and here comes the power. On letter B, we've got y goes in the denominator, the bottom of the fraction, and the 2 is the power, y to the 2/7. Over here on letter C, this is going in the denominator, and then the numerator is 6. By the way, if Edmentum was to give you this problem, you would have to reduce 6/10 to 3/5. The exponent of this is 1, but what goes in the bottom here? And this problem is the square root of 10. So we don't write that, but if you think of what squared means to the second power. So it's understood that in the checkmark part of the radical, it's a 2. So look at again, write some note to yourself to do that. But we can go the other, rest this in simplest radical form. So this is going to be, the 27 is going to become the radicand, mark part. The 6 goes in here. The numerator is the power. Over here, the x is the radicand. The denominator goes in the checkmark part, and then we can put the 3 here, or we can have a. Letter C, p, the denominator goes in the checkmark part, the 7th root of p cubed. Finally, I want to refresh your memory on a couple of rules, and those are when we multiply with exponents and their bases are the same, we add exponents, we subtract exponents. And notice it was the top exponent minus the bottom exponent, and that's going to be important for